Hi everyone, I'm Scott Bunnell from the Identity Management Outbound Product Management team. Today I'm going to talk to you, do a little whiteboarding exercise, talking about 11GR2PS2 and some of the new capabilities we're introducing and how we're positioning that to help organizations secure the extended enterprise. So identity management is fundamentally about two things. The first thing is identifying and automating who has access to what. The second thing is providing seamless and secure access from any device to any application. So fundamentally, the identity is what enables you or controls who has access to what. Identity management is the kind of gateway to service entitlement or service enablement with any application or any platform. Now, if you think about that for a moment, getting into things, there's kind of a good and a bad here. You want to keep the bad guys out, things that they shouldn't have access to, and you really want to streamline the ability for people to get into the things they want to do. So you have this protective, preventative element of who has access to what, and this business enablement concept of who has access to what. Now, fundamentally, when we started doing identity management years ago, the identity management requirements were focused near exclusively on the enterprise. Those are supposed to be buildings, by the way. So within the enterprise, it was about onboarding employees, giving them the right kind of role-based access, single sign-on to all their systems, create a directory that can be leveraged across platforms. But what's happened is we've seen these new platforms evolve. We've obviously seen the adoption of cloud services, organizations adopting various different SaaS applications to outsource some of their IT requirements, move some of that CapEx expense to OpEx expense. And of course, as we all know, we've seen this proliferation of mobile devices. People who want to have access to real-time apps and data on their mobile devices, frequently BYOD, personally owned devices. Now, what's happened now is organizations need to have identity services for all of these platforms. You want to be able to enable people to launch a new mobile application or consume a new cloud service or get onboarded quickly. Because if you can't do that, you have missed business opportunities. Not only do you have missed business opportunities, but you can also have cost. So it's costly to manage identities across all those various different platforms. And finally, if you don't know who has access to what consistently across all of those elements or platforms, you have security issues. So you have missed business opportunities. I can't give my customers a common experience between the mobile application and the web world. You have cost. I have to deploy an identity system to manage my cloud applications and an identity system for my enterprise applications. And of course, you have the security of inconsistent policies across that whole spectrum or all of those platforms. So this is a challenge that organizations face. And unfortunately, what's happening now is that increasingly there's this pressure where people are adopting more and more cloud services and more mobile applications. Some of this stuff is being done at the line of business level. You have line of business sales teams adopting CRM software, CRM SaaS applications. IT doesn't know about it. IT doesn't know that you have an account on that system. IT can't certify that you have the right level of access or that the entitlement is proper on that. Furthermore, you have the BYOD challenge. You have organizations or the expectation of individuals to have access, real-time access to apps and data from their personal device. But then you have people throwing mobile applications on their phone. You have people who have corporate data on their phone that may or may not be protected. Maybe you have a 6-character PIN. Maybe you have a 3-character PIN. Maybe you leave your phones in the back of taxi cabs or what have you. But this pressure is creating the challenge where organizations are trying to address everything at once. And I don't care how big an organization you are struggling with this challenge on some level. How to deliver identity across all those platforms. And that's where we come in. Because Oracle Identity Management is the platform to secure the extended enterprise. We have so much experience working in the enterprise space. Being able to simplify certification, access requests, approvals, workflows, complex certifications across hierarchical organizations. We've delivered shared identity services to streamline governance and automation for enterprise. But we've also expanded that out. We're delivering things like robust access management solutions, OAuth capabilities, fine-grained access to content management systems and shares and portals and whatnot. We're enabling organizations to accelerate adoption of cloud services. We're enabling organizations to separate and securely manage enterprise apps or corporate apps and data on BYOD phones so that you have a place on that phone where enterprise or corporate apps and information can be secured, it can be managed, and it can be wiped when you leave it. But fundamentally, we have a platform approach. Platform approach doesn't mean you need to lay down everything to get any benefit. It's modular. You can deploy mobile security today and then expand it into access management in the future. But as I said, every organization is going to face these challenges. The fundamental question is, are they going to do so? Are they going to deliver identity services in a consistent manner where they're reducing risks and costs and capturing new business opportunities? Or are they going to struggle to cobble together solutions from a variety of different vendors? And that's the pitch.